you so much for joining me today. And before we go ahead,
Mm,
let's start with our introduction.
My name is Santosh Sharma. I'm from Himachal Pradesh and I'm a homemaker, mother of a grown-up boy. I hold dual post-graduation degree. One is in education and the second one is in English literature. And these days, I have engrossed myself into this journey, learning English, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this journey. That's a little bit about me.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. So tell me, how's your uh, English learning journey going on? I know it's quite repetitive question. You must be asked this question multiple times, but how are you enjoying it? How do you find this language in general?
Actually, I'm passionate for this language since my childhood. Since my childhood, I wanted to be fluent in this language. If I used to see someone talking in English, at that time I felt that I should be fluent like this person.
Mhm.
So that was somewhere in the back of my mind. But unfortunately, I didn't get chance at that time. And I do believe in that everything is predestined. You will, and it is fixed that you will do particular work at particular time.
Yeah.
And then I studied in Hindi medium school, and unfortunately, I didn't get that kind of environment of speaking English. And in my surrounding, there was no one who was aware of speaking the value of this language,
Yeah.
and no one was interested. If we used to speak even a single sentence or something,
Mhm.
then we had to listen that I bade tum अंग्रेज, that kind
Yeah,
of.
it's common. It's common everywhere, isn't it? And also, it is
Hmm,
understandable why people react that way. Let's say if I live in a
hmm,
Bhojpuri speaking environment and I start talking to somebody in English, they will think that, you know, this guy is trying to be smart or trying something different. And whenever you try anything different, maybe in your family, even in your common friend groups, you are bound to listen to those comments. So it's a pretty
true.
common uh, you could say reaction from people whenever you try something new, and English is a new thing. Now things have changed. Like if you compare past 10 years, I think a lot of people have started accepting this, that no, if somebody is genuinely trying to improve her or his life, then instead of mocking, give them a chance that yeah, let that person try something new.
True that, but a few people are there who are
100%.
now they are involved in mocking.
Yeah.
So that's how my journey was going on, and during that time, I thought that after doing actually, I did my post graduation in education, that was MEd in
Mhm.
Hindi medium.
Okay.
And after that, I thought that why not I should give a try to English literature, masters in English literature. Maybe I will be fluent in this language, but I was quite wrong. Actually, reading it as a subject is quite different, and speaking spoken part is quite totally different.
Yeah.
And but I have no regret at all. Instead, I have learned so many things during that journey when I was my master's in English. And before that, I was literally pathetic at reading part, written part, and grammatical mistakes were lots of grammatical errors were there.
Uh-huh.
But I learned a lot, and I thoroughly enjoyed that journey. I love reading literature, and it totally transformed my personality, the person I used to be before reading, doing this post graduation, and after doing post graduation.
Yeah.
So it totally transformed my personality. And but after that, I taught for 3 years in a private school. But due to some reasons, as I'm living in a nuclear family and my son was too little at that time, and I need to took care of him at that time, so I left my job, and I totally immersed myself in raising my child. And at that time, I never given a single second thought that I have to learn something, or I should learn something simultaneously while raising
Mhm.
my child. And it was my biggest mistake. After that, when he prepared for his JEE exams after plus two, then I thought that no, now he will left home for higher studies. What will I do
Yeah.
after that? Then I started preparing for government jobs. Unfortunately, I reached at final level thrice,
Mhm.
but couldn't make it in the final. After that, when I am over age for government jobs. So I thought that why not I should learn this language, and I stumbled on that over the conversational videos
Yeah.
once, and then I started listening to those conversational videos.
Mhm.
And I found that it's a different kind of world there, and they have a different kind of ecosystem, and there are
Yeah.
so many apps, audio call apps.
Hmm.
You can use them to be fluent to learn this language. Earlier, I was not aware of such kind of things.
Yeah.
And then I tried one app, and literally, I was not able to utter even a single sentence when I started talking on that app.
Uh-huh.
But it was a good experience, and I used it for 50 days continuously, and I learned a lot during that time, but I was not consistent. Seriously, I started my journey in the month of September last year, 2025,
Yeah.
when I mailed other YouTubers for video call sessions.
Yeah.
And literally, it was very new experience for me, as I was an introvert and camera shy person, and I lost all my confidence during those years. I was
Mhm.
confined to four walls of my home. So it took lots of courage to me to come out of that my cocoon, and finally I am here. I
Look
tried,
at you
and
now.
then I took
How confident you are. So
not that much, but I'm trying
you
to
are, you
be
are.
confident.
I mean, the thing you
Thank you.
mentioned about, sorry to interrupt you, but what you were talking about, you had this desire to learn this language, but because of your environment and like majority of in Indian wives, like our mothers, better to say mothers, they feel that it's their
Mm,
responsibility to look after their children instead of focusing on their
mm,
career, or they don't give themselves enough opportunity. That's what I believe. Like I have seen a lot of mothers making just too many sacrifices. I know that your child is important, but
mm.
also you should do something which you want to do. So it is
True.
understandable now that you have opportunity, internet is there. So it's completely
Mm.
understandable what you are doing right now, and look at you, how much progress you have made.
Mhm. Yes, I'm learning, gradually growing, and earlier I was not aware of editing part. I'm not a tech savvy person. Gradually, I'm learning these kind of things, and I'm feeling bit confident that yes, and I'm happy, fully content that I'm learning. I'm utilizing my time instead of wasting doing doom scrolling. Earlier, I was suffering with my identity crisis was there in my life. That what is my individual identity?
Uh-huh.
Now I think that somewhere I'm doing something valuable. I'm learning and grooming my personality. That's enough for me.
Yeah, we need to keep ourselves busy, otherwise all those thoughts like with age,
Yes.
we like it is for all kinds of people, whether you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, you get that question, what the hell am I doing with my life? So we have to find something which
True.
we genuinely enjoy, and if we are able to do it publicly, then our confidence goes to another level. So maybe for the sake of you could say validation, or just to have
Hmm.
something to keep yourself busy, I think we must have some hobbies if we don't want to have
Hmm.
identity crisis. Still those questions would be there, but again we will have something to do,
Hmm.
right?
True that I do totally agree with you. Actually, I was heading when my son left home. At that time, it was a very traumatic time for me, very tough time. I was heading towards depression. I developed the habit of overthinking, and I was feeling purposeless now. What do I do? What
Yeah.
do I do? That kind of question was there in my mind, and I was feeling helpless. But after starting learning this language, I'm fully content.
Mhm. How do you feel these days? Are you happy with your progress, what you are doing, and your plans related to YouTube?
Yes, truly happy. And daily I'm meeting wonderful people and learning something valuable from them
Yeah.
and making new friends. So I'm fully sense of contentment is there.
Nice. Good to hear that. What about your family? How do they react to this? Do they know that you are putting content on the internet, you are learning a new language, especially English?
Yes. as I'm living in a nuclear family, and
Hmm.
my son and my husband, I'm fortunate enough that they both are very encouraging, and they both encouraged me a lot that you should start your YouTube channel. They have put only, my husband put only one condition, that you need not to tell anyone in our near and dear ones
Hmm.
that you have started your channel, as I was making so many mistakes. When I started, I was not confident. I was not aware of non-verbal communication.
Yeah,
So don't tell anyone, just silently start your channel, and it will definitely boost your confidence, and it will work for you as a motivation, and definitely it's working for me as a motivation. I have to show up there every day
yeah.
to continue my channel, and in this way I'm learning something new, valuable every day.
Exactly. And also, when you are recording your progress, then you can go back, see your older videos, you see your current self, and you feel motivated that where I was and where I am right now. So, YouTube is a great place to track your progress.
True, and I don't like to watch my old videos. I feel
I can relate with
so
that.
frustrated.
But sometimes, when you feel like, what the hell am I doing? Then I recommend go and watch your video. You will feel confident that what I'm doing is better than what I was doing. So this is another sign of progress. Like right now,
Yeah.
my channel is completely dead. I'm not getting any kind of views which I used to get. Like I was not getting a lot of views back in the days also, but at least it was near to 1,000, 1,500. But now it has gone less than that. So I wonder that what kind of mistakes am I making? Is it related to English, or is it too boring? But I go and watch my older videos and realize and see my thought process that back in the days I started because I wanted to learn this language. I wanted to create a community. I wanted something to do. I wanted to monetize my skills. So those, you could say, those things are still there, but I have started to pay more attention to outcome. So maybe to see why
Hmm.
you started, it's a good thing to go and watch your older videos. But I understand there are a lot of people who don't like to watch what they created, and they don't enjoy watching it. So it is understandable.
Nice suggestion, and true that you should watch your old videos, and you will be able to see the difference. And I do agree with you. When I started my channel, my motive was quite different, because I thought that as a homemaker, I have gone through this phase like empty nest syndrome.
Mhm.
So there are so many homemakers, and every homemaker has the same kind of story. Their children left
Hmm.
home for higher studies or job purpose,
Yeah.
so they feel the same like me. So why not I should upload my videos, and it will definitely inspire them to follow their passion and hobbies. And I just want to send a message through my videos that there is no age for learning. You can start
Exactly.
at any age. Now I'm 46. I have started my at 45. So you also can start. But gradually, when I'm in this journey, I don't know from where I am little bit curious to check that whether I'm getting subscribers, I'm getting good views or not. Earlier, it was not my motive,
Hmm.
and I think it's a common human tendency.
Yeah. Yeah,
What do you
when
say?
when you are when you are putting something out there, you expect some kind of validation or output. So it is human nature.
Hmm.
Some people are able to detach themselves from these outcomes, but majority of us are not able to. So hats off to those people who are able to detach themselves from outcomes. I want to become like that. I don't want to just put content for the sake of views, because you mentioned that we need some sorts of identity, and to create that
True,
identity, to create that personal brand, it takes time, you know and not a lot
true.
of people have that much patience, or even life circumstances, that can I do this for
Hmm.
next 2 years, will I be able to do that for the next 5 years? So these thoughts are still in our mind, but again, this is very natural
Hmm.
to doubt yourself or
True.
to expect results.
True. And I start thinking, if I'm not getting subscribers or views, I start thinking that am I doing good? Am I making many mistakes, more mistakes, or why people are not interested watching my videos?
Yeah,
Such
yeah.
kind of
Yeah, these are
thinking
good
goes
questions to
on.
ask. I mean, you don't know why people are not watching your content, and when your videos work, you also don't know why your videos are working. So if you read them
True.
closely, see how I am talking. Like, I don't know why my videos are working and why they are not working right now, but you can at least study your own videos and see maybe I was doing something back in the days which I'm not doing these days, or which I could be doing in the future. So it's good to study. You
Mm,
get the ideas that why some videos work and some videos don't work. Especially on
true,
social
true.
media, YouTube is a platform where you can't expect instant results unless you have a great personality, or
Mm,
you are already recognized. So it takes time.
true. Hmm. Yes. And I was thinking that you are from Rajasthan. I have watched your so many videos, but I don't know why I forgot that you are from Bihar. I thought that you are from Rajasthan. And I watched your that video when you were narrating your story of train visit that
Yeah,
when
yeah.
without ticket you visited,
Mm-hmm.
you traveled
Yeah,
by train.
yeah.
That was a very
I mean, I had to watch a film, and if you remember, I wanted to get the ticket, but the train had already started, so I had to get into
yes, yes.
it. But yeah,
Very interesting story, and you are so true and so honest. Honestly, you have described that story, and I really impressed by that story, and I was keep on laughing. It was a
thank you,
little bit
thank you.
funny.
I mean, again, you can't be too smart with police. They know people, right? They are encountering people like us almost every day. So why to make excuses?
True,
Just be honest, and things will find some way or another.
true,
So I thought it was a funny experience. I don't think I'm ever gonna forget that. But I also make sure to never travel without a ticket, and also to vlog.
true. True that, and honestly, you admitted this incident in front of camera, in front of public, and
Yeah.
that really needs courage.
Yeah, I mean, we need some content. So I thought if I had already recorded it, let's make it a kind of a story, right? So that was the
True.
whole idea.
Mm.
Last question from my end. You mentioned this identity syndrome, that a lot of women housewives, they lose their identity if their kids go to college or they get married. So what's your suggestion for housewives if they are watching this video, or any person who is going through that self identity issue? What should they do?
Okay. Nowadays, when I was raising my kid, at that time, unfortunately, such kind of platforms were not there.
Yeah.
But now we are fortunate enough, such kind of platforms are here. And no, it's not only about language learning. It's about whatever you have, your passion is or your hobbies, you can follow, you can learn with the from the comfort of your home. So please don't ignore your passion or your hobbies, and do something side by side. No matter you are raising your children, but learn something and keep yourself updated so that you will be able to um, uh, cope up with that kind of
Yeah,
situation, emptiness syndrome, or that
exactly.
identity crisis.
Hmm.
Yes, and here I just want to say one thing that if you are a homemaker, no matter how many degrees you have, people consider she's
Just a housewife.
just a yes, just a homemaker.
Hmm.
She's doing nothing, so they always take you for granted.
Yeah,
So make your individual identity and learn something
100%,
valuable.
100%.
Upskill yourself.
I think
That's all.
because of the internet, we all have so much opportunities. I know that I should not be comparing myself with the opportunities people didn't have back in the days. But if you see people who come from village, they don't even have this much freedom or this much idea that you can monetize your skills on the internet. But now for people like us, come from not a very privileged background, or maybe a housewife or a housemaker, we have so much opportunities now. If we are willing to put in the time, willing to learn, then we can we can actually build ourselves, and then people will
True.
start respecting you, you will start respecting yourself, and that's very important.
True, self-respect is must. And yesterday I had a session with the boy. He's from West Bengal and he's living in a very remote area, village. And he has even not completed his plus two, 12th. And he was very fluent. He was curious to learn English and he is in farming. He's from farmer family. So simultaneously he is learning. So if no matter, you can't make excuse that you have no sources. With limited sources, Everyone has mobile internet
Internet.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Yes, they
We have.
can they can utilize it, and it's up to us. Lots of distractions are also there.
Yeah.
This is
No
the
doubt.
con of this, yes, internet, and you have to be mindful how you have to utilize your time while you have to get involved in doom scrolling, or you have to do something valuable. That makes a
100%.
difference.
Just put your work out there and people will find you. That's what I
True,
believe.
true that. True, and you are also an inspiration for all. I have listened your story that how you have studied, and you are from rural background, and I know your whole story that you were an you are a rebellious kind of child.
Yes, yes,
You
I
were
was.
not, and then you are a source of inspiration for us all. So we can this YouTube is full of such kind of inspirational stories. So
Yeah.
we can take inspiration from
Mm.
all these people.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for saying that. But guys, like whatever you are doing, just keep doing it. I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker, but comments like her, when you get validation, it makes you feel nice. So if you are out there on the internet putting your content, putting what you learn, what you are learning, then obviously you're gonna find some people who will encourage you, and you will be able to make yourself respectable, or at least we'll be able to monetize that. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining me
Mm.
today.